Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Paydirt review time again. And today we're going to be doing a 100% ROI bag from yellowpans.com. And I'm super excited. It's a 100% ROI bag, so I shouldn't lose any money on this, but it is fine gold. And I thought I gave up the fine gold in December, but I guess it's back. But I'm willing to take some fine gold for a 100% ROI. So let's just flash up the description, and then we're going to go to the overhead, classify this down, and then pan it out and find some of that fine gold. As you saw, a really short description, but it gives you a lot of information. It tells you this should be a half-pound bag, that the gold should be on the smaller size, and that the ROI is 100% based on that day's spot. And it also tells you it is from Nome and what the gold purity in Nome usually averages. So there you go, 8.1 ounces. Let's open this up. As you can see, I kind of jumped ahead of myself in this video, and it's not my fault. My camera decided to freeze, and I shot the entire part, and all you saw was a scale. So I've already classified it down, so you don't get to listen to that music. But as you can see, the vast majority of it is in the -40, and I will go through it with the magnet again. There is not very much magnetite in here. So not much magnetite, but if you've ever gone through some Nome Paydirt, as you can see, it is very, very red from fine garnets, and it is extremely difficult to pan through even without the magnetite or black sands. So that's what we're going to go do right now. I'm going to go set up some water. I'm going to make sure the camera works, and we're going to pan through this. So have my water, have my pan, have all the Paydirt, and I'm not going to pan out this -10 plus 20. I do see some gold in there, but I'm just going to pick it out, and we're going to pan out the -20 plus 40 and the -40. So let's listen to some music and find some gold. Well, finished panning everything out as you saw, and that was some really difficult pay dirt to go through, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. First, let's just show you the gold I found in the plus 10. Nothing, not even one little piece, but I did not expect to find any gold in the plus 10 because they said it would be mostly fine gold and small flakes. In the minus 10 plus 20, I did find some gold. 5 pieces to be exact, and I was actually pretty surprised to find those. I didn't think I would find gold in the minus 10 plus 20, but I'm not going to complain. It's more gold. In the minus 20 plus 40, even more gold. A really nice pile. And this is where I expected to find some gold or to start finding gold, and I did. And lastly, in the minus 40, even more gold. A really nice pile of fine gold. So let's just start weighing this up and see what we got. In the minus 10 plus 20, 0.040. In the minus 20 plus 40, 0.385. And lastly, in the minus 40, 0.655. So let's weigh it all up. $1.080. And now let's just get to pay dirt difficulty. Now for pay dirt difficulty, this stuff is really challenging. I do like the fact that the gold is just not all minus 40. It was nice to see a fine gold bag with some larger size gold, but it is still really difficult. The one thing about known beach sands is the gold tends to not want to sink through the garnet sand. So it does make it a little bit more difficult even in the larger gold. So for a beginner panner, this is definitely some hard pay dirt to go through. For an advanced panner, it's also very hard pay dirt to go through. Now for an expert panner, I would give this a medium. It is high on the scale of medium, but it is still not impossible. It's just pretty difficult. So now let's just get to the ROI and the review. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get right to it. This again was from yellowpans.com. It was their 100% ROI bag. Now its cost was $59. Shipping was free, so total cost right here, $59. Now the gold I recovered, again, right here, 1.080 grams. Now, gold spot on the day I ordered this was $60.57. So that's what I'm going to base my ROI on for this video, making this gold worth $65.42, which makes my ROI 110.88%, or on my scale, a 10, because I can't go higher than 10. Now, for fun factor, I'm going to give this a 10. I love known pay dirt. It's one of my favorite things besides Australian pay dirt, and I found some gold in 3 classifications, which is really rare for beach sands, so I really did enjoy this pay dirt. For pay dirt description, they're getting an 8. It has a lot of detail, but I do think they probably could use a little more, especially talking about the difficulty of this pay dirt. Because if somebody didn't know how difficult known beach sands are to pan out or how much of this is fine gold, they might be a little surprised. But they're still getting an 8, which is a really good score for a pay dirt description. For quantity and packaging, they're getting a 10. 10 for quantity because it was over the stated amount. And for packaging, they're getting a 10. While it did come in a coffee bag, it was double sealed in 2 Ziploc bags, so they really made sure that this would not break open in transit. For customer service and shipping, they're also getting a 10. The customer service was excellent when I emailed them through a dummy account, and the shipping was incredibly fast. So total score for yellowpans.com is a 9.6. This is just about as good of a bag of Paydirt as you could possibly ask for. I really enjoyed this. This was a great bag of Paydirt. I'm really glad someone tipped me off about this seller so I could buy a bag, and I really did enjoy myself. So all that's left is to flash up the score and give away a 24 karat gold-plated dime. So let's just flash up the score right here. Now, before I give away today's 24 karat gold-plated dime, I do need to give a shout out to one of my newest Patreon members, and that's Jamie DeMille. So thank you very much, Jamie, for joining my Patreon page. And if anyone else is interested in supporting this channel, you can check me out at patreon.com/Miller Prospecting. And now for today's 24 karat gold-plated dime winner, that's going to go to Robert Caldwell. So Robert Caldwell, make sure you email me so I can send this off to you. And to everyone else, thanks for watching. Happy panning. And if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you hit the subscribe button below.